This is an end island, and it's pretty empty. In fact, it's been that way since it was introduced 13 years ago, which is a shame. So I decided to take it upon myself to transform the end into something a little bit better. And if you want to see how I did, stick around, because, you know, that's the whole point of the video. So, first step before I can start terraforming the island is killing the Ender Dragon another 19 times to get all 20 end gateways. And to do that, I'm going to need some end crystals, and for those, I'm going to need some ghast tears. But first, let's see if I have any lying around. 6. Yeah, that's not going to be enough. More specifically, I'm going to need 4 end crystals per dragon, and I still need to kill 19 dragons, so that will require 76 ghast tears. Hello? Time to head to the nether and gather these ghast tears. Ah. Oh yeah, okay. Okay. I've been here so long that full golden skeletons have started spawning. Just look at this Oh, me too, skeleton. Me too. And a 360 for the last one. Okay, now I need to craft the end crystals. I have nowhere near enough glass to finish these off, so I need to get some more sand. This should be a good spot. This is immensely satisfying. This should be more than enough to finish crafting them. And that should be the last one crafted. And now that I've got all the end crystals, it's time to actually kill the Ender Dragon. However, before that, I'm going to grab a couple of these just in case, and craft a couple more. Right, let's go. Not having any totems is a little bit concerning, but I am a pro gamer, and I will not die. Wait, what? And so it begins. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Welcome back, Ender Dragon. Why are you angry at me? I didn't do anything. Right, that's 1 down, 18 to go. Right, bucket clutch, bucket clutch. Oh. Any last words? No? Okay. Hang on. There's 1 missing. Did I actually calculate that wrong? And I don't have any ghast tears left over. Okay, let's try that again. Oh, come on, come on, come on. Damn it. Yeah, that's right, get him, boys. And goodbye forever, Ender Dragon. With the dragons being dealt with, I'm now going to drop the island down a couple blocks to give me a nice flat surface from which to build off of. No, this is going to take too long. I need my beacon. I think it's over here. Ah, there it is. Nice. Why do you always have to hang around where I am? Go away. I'm gonna need somewhere to store all of this endstone. Chests. The first of many deposits, I would imagine. I've just realised that I've been mining this one block lower than I meant to, and I've managed to mine out all of this area at the wrong height. It's fine, it's fine. I can fix this. Okay, that's the first quarter excavated. And we'll ignore the section that I dug it too deep, a problem for future me. No time to waste, I need to get started on the rest of it. Actually, before I do that, I wonder how much endstone I've mined. 13,000 endstone. Time to move the beacon again. Wait. Ah, no, I messed it up again. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got half an end island to mine. And that is half down, half to go. And this half of the island looks really nice all flattened out. Can't wait to have to do it all again for the other side. And yet again, moving the beacon. And we continue. This section here is bothering me. It doesn't look clean like the rest of it, so I'm going to fill it in. And there we go. I think this is the last block. I am finished. That is now one flattened out end island. I did this in one sitting. It's been 4 hours. My hand hurts a lot. But now that this is done, I can mark up what will be the new perimeter of the island. You, Enderman, what do you think of the island? Yeah, that's about the response I expected. So the new island perimeter will look something like this, but bigger. Much, much bigger. Oh, I looked at him. Hang on, that doesn't look right. Oh, I've immediately managed to do this wrong. Cool, so that's the new perimeter complete. And now everything outside of this needs to go. And as fun as it would be to manually mine all this, I'm not going to. So I'm instead going to use flying TNT tubers to clear out the rest of this and shape the island. Otherwise I'm going to be mining for far longer than I'd like to think about. Right, I'm not overly confident with my skill in redstone, but I think if I flip this lever, it should start. Oh, it's glorious. Technology at its finest. But does it return correctly? No. I think I see what's happened. It's a block too high. I'll try again. Nope, that's still broken. No, not this time either. And I've broken the whole thing. Oh dear. Uh-oh. No, it's all gone. I'll have to go grab some more. Yeah, that should be enough. Okay, so they've done a pretty good job. Now all I need to do is move them to a new area, set them off while I clear up these odd bits that are sticking out. So I'm just under halfway done sculpting out the island, but before I continue, I've had a few near-death experiences, specifically this one. Oh my god, that was close. So I've decided to finally go get some totems. Now there should be a pillager outpost in this direction. Yes, there it is. Bad Omen 3? What? What is this? You get a potion for it now? It may have been a long time since I last played. I guess I'll drink this and see what happens. We have one unsuspecting village. Don't understand how this works. Oh, no, the raid's starting. Unlucky villager. I'll be taking that. Perfect. This will make building a lot safer. Now to finish the raid. And with that minor side quest out of the way, it's time to continue mining. Can I help you? Hours of mining later, the island has been reshaped. And the next step, which I'm sure will take equally as long, is collapsing all of these obsidian pillars. So now I need to just pick one and start. Oh, this was a terrible idea. Okie dokie. First pillar down. That only took me about an hour, so we're only looking at another 9 hours. I'm sure this is fine. It'd be so easy if there was more of me, but that's not possible. Wait, what? We're done. I now own more obsidian than any one man should ever have access to. I've mined 15,500. I am tired. But with that out of the way, I can start thinking about resource gathering. And to store these resources, I'm going to need to forcibly rip the shells off of some shulkers. Hello, shulkers. I've come for your skin. You can stay as the lone survivor, and you will tell people of what happened here today, and craft those for use later. Now to grass up the island. Oi, give that back. Thank you. I'll be taking that. Anyway. And we're out of grass. This should cover the rest. It looks good, but I need to clear up the Enderman's mess. And with that done, it's time to collect some resources. While gathering, I came across just every Enderman in existence. There's not much else to say about that, just thought it was a bit weird. Huh? But how? Oh, you want some? Come on then. Yeah, I don't want to talk about it. Right, with that gathered, let's get building. So that's frame one. I just need to do another one on the other side. Okay, so that's both frames complete, and now I can start building the actual tree trunk itself, which will look something like this. Okay, that looks alright, but it feels like it's missing something. How about I try this? Yeah, that looks much better. Now I just need to continue it all the way up. At the halfway point, I can't really tell if it looks good yet. Just gonna have to continue and see what it ends up looking like. Now the crimson side. Looking at this thing, it's pretty big. Kind of like your mum. Oh well, time to build the top branches. Now I need to lay down a leaf perimeter for the top of the tree. Ah, I'm out of leaves. Hello there. I have an idea. Off the edge you go. And you too. Ah, yeah, okay, yeah, I deserve that. Not checked in for a while, but slowly going crazy from having to place this many leaves. I mean, it is a tree. How good of a design it is definitely debatable. Look, I never claimed to be good at building. One thing that really sticks out is the complete lack of light. And I was looking through the lights, and you've got glowstone and mushroom lights, but they're pretty uninspiring. Sea lanterns would be pretty good, but I don't have a way of getting lots of those. However, I've seen something called frog lights, and I have never heard of these before, so I want to use those. After looking up a frog light farm, I got building. Now all I need to do is find some frogs. So how does this work? Here, take those. No? Okay then, we'll do this the hard way. You come with me. Make sweet froggy love. Now what? Yeah, in your own time. It's not like I'm busy or anything. Oh, frog spawn. Do I just bucket this up? Bruh. Try this again. I just got to wait for them to hatch and then I can take them, I think. I have a bucket of tadpole now. Guess I can use that for something. Still don't know how this works. So it turns out the way it works is there are 3 types of frog lights individually provided by the 3 types of frogs. These frogs need to come from relevant biomes, that being warm, cold and temperate. The biomes I plan to use are the nearby desert for warm, the end for cold, and a plains biome for temperate. Once they finish growing, I can move them into the farm and finish building. With the frogs secured, I can now finish building the farm. Welcome to the Forever Box, fellas. Now all I need to do is... Oh, no. Come on, surely this time. Come on, come on, come on. Nope. Yes. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to go AFK and let the frogs do their thing. Okay, so I've been AFK for a couple hours, and let's see how many frog lanterns we have. Oh, so many frog lanterns. This will be enough to finish off the tree. With the lanterns, I went around and lit up the top of the tree, as well as adding a few more details. That was until I had a slight accident with the Enderman. Well, that's one way to get the achievement, I suppose. And in retaliation, I removed their existence privileges. I think I'll add some more of these branches going all the way up to the top. And then some decoration. Okay, for the moment, I think we'll say the tree is done. I was thinking of building a small Colosseum style thing at the bottom of the tree. So I'll start mapping that out. I then got to work coming up with a pillar design. Oh yes, I like this design a lot. Now I just need to continue it upwards. I really like this design, and I left this middle bit open here because I want to have lava at the top going all the way down to the bottom, and then it will show up in the middle and give it a bit of light. Now I just need to collect some lava. Oh, why does this always happen? Oh yeah, that's looking great. Okay, I love that a lot. Now I just need to repeat that with the rest of them. Trying to place these stairs is driving me insane. Like over here, they're all correct and in a straight line. It looks neat, it looks tidy. But over here, a complete mess. While mining, I came across an entire bastion's worth of piglins, just sitting here, in a hole. Well, you guys have fun over there. For the next section I want to use black concrete, which is going to require some ink sacs. So... And with that, the Colosseum's completed, and now my focus can turn to the rest of the island. Specifically this section where I want to build a Crimson themed structure, so I'll pencil out a foundation to get an idea of how big I want this thing to be. Yeah, this looks pretty good. Now all that's left to do is actually build it. There we go, that's the main structure complete. I'm pretty happy with the outside. The interior, however, leaves a lot to be desired. It's a bit empty and feels like it's missing something. I've got an idea. This looks far superior to what I had before. We're just going to have to pretend that this staircase looks good. I just can't get it to work. Now the outside of this doesn't look very crimson, so I'm going to change that. I'm pretty happy with how this section of the island turned out, and with the Crimson section being done, I now want to move on to the Warped, which will be done over this side of the island, and I already have a structure in mind that I want to build for this. And now I'll start building upwards. That looks pretty good. Now I just need to repeat it on the rest of them. Now I'm going to start work on the dome, which will look a little something like this. Unlike in this initial design, it looks pretty good. However, just like the Crimson side, the inside is a bit bare, so let's do something about that. And I'll add some lava falling here, if you can even call this speed falling. Just like with the Crimson side, I'm going to convert the surrounding area into wall. And once all the grass is gone, start with a bit of landscaping, to at least try and make the terrain look natural. I want to build a hill that starts in the warped and then blends into one on this side to give it the feeling that it's emanating from the centre and encroaching onto the rest of the island. I like how this looks, except for the colour, because it hurts my eyes. It just looks wrong being in this dimension. Can I get a big tree here? Yes, lovely. Add a little bit of this here. Beautiful. This area is too small, so I'm going to expand it. Yeah, this seems like a better size. And just like I did over there, I'm going to build some more hills on the rest of the island. Now that I've treed up the area a bit, I want to look at integrating these frog lanterns into the terrain a bit better. And to do that, I was thinking of using carpets of the moss variety. The island could use some flowers. Right, with that taken care of, I now want to pull focus back over here and create a path that leads from the structure to the center and do that on all the sides. This is good, right? Yeah. No, I don't think so. Let's try that again. Much better. Now onto the warped. Yeah, this is good. Same design, just swap the nether brick for blackstone. I'm going to use the same design for the two paths at the front and back of the island, so we'll just speed through this. This is all looking much nicer now that there's pathways going from each structure to the center, as well as one coming from spawn. But you may be asking, why is there one leading to nothing? And why did I keep all of this end stone here? Well, that's a secret you'll find out later. And by later, I mean right now, as I'm about to start building an island around all of the end gateways. At the moment, we're about halfway around, and I'm starting to realise how big of a project this is actually going to be. Like everything with this build, I've made a big mistake. It's connected. Okay, so that's the bottom ring completed. The width of the island's probably going to be about 8 or 9 blocks out from each of the end gateways. Why are you still here? Okay, so that's half of the first quarter done. It kind of looks like an island if you squint your eyes and tilt your head a bit. I'm going to complete the other side and we'll see what it looks like after that. Okay, so that's a quarter down and that wasn't too bad, only a couple hours. So now it's just time to do that another 3 times. Onto the final stretch. Morale is high. Let's get it going. I think that's it. That is the whole island done. Well, it's not done. This part of it is done. And I have to fill in the land. Build a layer of grass at the top. I've run out. That didn't get me as far as I'd hoped. Well, I guess it's time to collect more. Yeah? Half down, half to go. Cool, so with the grass down, I can start topologizing. Wait, is that a word? Topologizing? I'm going to add hills. So with all of this now being built up, there's 10 biomes I want to try and build. And that's oak, birch, spruce, jungle, acacia, dark oak, mangrove, cherry, crimson and warped. And that should cover all of the tree-faring biomes. At least I think it does. Oh, that was close. So that was the oak biome done. That was pretty simple. Now onto the birch. And for decoration, I was thinking of running some birch logs across the ground like this to make it look like a tree fell over. And add a few more. These look good, but I think they can be improved. Huh. These remind me of something. It feels like something we were promised but never received. I'm sure it's nothing. Still reminiscing on what could have been, I moved on to the cherry section. Man, these trees are so pretty. Ooh, bees. Welcome to the end. You'll never be leaving. And with the cherry biome complete, I moved on to dark oak. This biome is going to be mostly the same as the other two, the only real difference being that there are usually mushroom trees in a dark oak forest. Let's see how it looks from up here. Oh yes, this is really coming together now. With the dark oak dusted off, I moved onwards to acacia. We've got another pretty easy biome here with acacia. I mean, yeah, it looks like an acacia biome. There's not really much else to it. So, with acacia out of the way, next on the list is spruce. The spruce is going to be mostly the same as the other biomes, the only real difference being the 2x2 trees and podzol. It feels a little bit too empty over here. See, that looks better, but I can't help but feel like it's still missing something. I'll have to have a think about it and come back later. With the spruce being finished for the time being, I moved on to the jungle section. This jungle section is not going to differ too much from the spruce, as it also has 2x2 trees. I think I should place some smaller jungle trees as well. Jungle biomes typically have a lot of ground foliage, so I think I'm going to try and replicate some of that. Look at that happy bee. He's living his best life down there. Yeah, I like how this has turned out. I can't help but feel like it's missing something. And while I try and figure out what it is that I'm missing, it's time to move on to the mangrove section. For the last of the normal biomes, we've got mangrove, which is going to require this area to be tweaked and for a small ravine to be dug. So I got so engrossed actually building this that I forgot to record building this. So enjoy a little replay montage. Now I need to decorate this water with some lily pads to give it that authentic mangrove swamp feel. Now we have the star of this section, the mangrove trees. Is this not how these work? Oh, well that worked, and well this now just confuses me even more. Nope, still can't work out how to get these to grow. Maybe I need to try harder. Okay, let's try this. Oh, it worked. Oh, I'm a genius. With my brain still bulging from how smart I am, it's time to move on to the crimson. Right, down to the last two biomes. We've got the crimson one here, and the warp one on the other side. Feels so good to almost be done, so I'm just gonna blast these out. Treeing up this island is going to be deceptively boring, because it's just that. With the crimson ticked off, I moved to the last biome, warped. And here we are, the last section. Everything else looks so nice. It's the final push. let's get this finished. Just like with the Crimson, I need to lay out some small hills, as well as replace all of the grass with warp Nylium. And with that, the warp section is complete. I then proceeded to build this horrible staircase that I didn't like at the time and I still don't like. And all that was left to do after that is start the cleanup and finishing touches. I finally figured out what I was missing from the spruce and jungle biomes. From the spruce, it was the sweet berries, so I'll sprinkle a few of those around. From the jungle, I somehow forgot the existence of bamboo, so let's place a load of that around. And then grow it. Oh yeah, that looks so much better now. And with that, we're done. I am really pleased with how this project turned out. So about halfway through I came to the decision that I'm going to start a fresh hardcore world after I finish this. Now you may be thinking, wasn't all of this a waste of time then? And to that I'd say, yeah, probably.